Hello, everybody. It's Merlin here, and just decided to do a live stream. Obviously, probably just going to be like typical Q&A stuff. Probably hanging out with some people. I know that Dead wanted to join in, maybe some other people. So we'll probably talk about some, who knows, Dragon Ball, FMA, Berserk, all the good stuff. Plus maybe some newer things. Trying to catch up on some of the recent manga chapters that I haven't read recently, and trying to catch up on those. Find out what's going on. Yeah, I just got out of a movie called Still Alice, actually, which is pretty intense. It was about this woman who was suffering from Alzheimer's. The main actress was Julianne Moore, and of course, she was really good. Didn't see 50 Shades of Grey, which was pretty big. I also saw The Kingsman, which was pretty awesome. It was kind of like an action satire, kind of based off of the old school like British spy movies. So that was pretty interesting. Really that's been it. Pretty much just had kind of a fairly relaxed weekend. Took up a couple days off work, and I wanted to get you guys some content. So that's why I've been able to get a couple videos up recently. And thank you for all your feedback, of course, guys. So yeah, I'm just pretty much just going to wait here and see till other people show up. And in the meantime, let's take this list of handy-dandy things to talk about and talk about something. Actually, that's another thing. I'm probably going to do an official video for it, but of course, as always, I really want to encourage just subscriber involvement really with you guys, because I feel like one of the best things about doing these videos and starting this channel has been just getting a good conversation and getting good feedback. I love when you guys comment. I love when you guys have discussions amongst yourselves. I feel like that's my job, is to stir up conversation. And if you guys have any requests for different topics, I mean, I've got a list here of just things for me to talk about, but really, if you want to add to it, that's fine. I've already marked off a couple, so trying to get any recent requests that I can. And if you have any questions now that you want me to talk about, please just send them in, because I'm here. Probably do this for like about, I don't know, an hour and a half. Probably cut it off around 10 o'clock. Hopefully some other people join in. We'll see how things go. Let's see here. Dancing, singing Merlin. Well, not dancing at the moment. Yeah, it's really cold here in Pennsylvania. Man, like it's just, we're supposed to get another snowstorm, so I'm just kind of hiding right now. Let's see. Somebody's watching me. That's always great. It's always fun, in the beginning, just trying to spread things around. I guess I better share this, actually. Might as well share it on what, guys? On Google Plus. Yeah. Dad's going to join us in a second, so that should be good. By the way, I know that I did a video on it, and I know Zorro did, and of course Hero did on the Phantom group. Dad recently lost, I think he's in the process of trying to get his channel back, but he got his channel temporarily suspended. So all those videos he worked on over the past couple of years, like, he might not be able to get them back. I don't know. I hope he gets his channel up again, but in the meantime, please subscribe to Walking Double O Dead. I'll probably put a link here at the bottom of the video when this is all done, but you can find it at the video I put earlier on my channel, and Zorro put up a video up and on the Phantom group. So please subscribe to his new channel, give him more support. And please, if you guys missed it, I did recently do the Anime Hero tag. Now, this was a sequel to the anime tag I did a couple years ago, almost 2 years ago now. Time goes by, about the villains of anime. So this time I want you guys to talk about the protagonists and like basically the heroes, so to speak, of various anime series. And I have a whole set of questions there. Spread that around. I think that could be a really fun tag. Hopefully some other people will be starting to do it soon. I know a couple people said they were going to, so I hope we get some pretty high participation in that. Let's see. I have another video I'm going to be bringing out to you guys pretty soon. It's actually going to be involving the DBZ movies. Was a recent request. I've got a bunch of different things to talk about. Let's see here. I'm just curious. I'm going to look at something and just randomly talk about it, see where it goes. You know what? There was one thing. One of the big questions I feel like I always get, and I'll probably do an official video on it, but I'll tell you guys now, I think one of the big debates people ask about is just the DC versus Marvel. I've actually seen some of the recent trailers, I mean, for Fantastic Four, Ant-Man, and I mean, the fact that they're able to get these properties out there that honestly aren't that popular and make them into something worthwhile. I think that's actually a pretty awesome thing. Though, you know, I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. I think people people kind of mock DC, and it is a shame. And I always say that it's tough to kind of be a fan of that particular line of comics nowadays. But I try to support it. But man, they're so behind. And really, the main way I think people judge these things now are by the movies. Because to be honest, before films like Iron Man, Marvel was having a lot of issues too. It was a little more even. You had Batman pretty much dominating everything. And the films are basically at the helms of the franchises now. I mean, they're trying to make it more accessible to everybody, and everybody watches movies. So, in that sense, though, I want to take a look at DC and Marvel, though, as a whole. Because before they were big in movies, I think you could still look at the two particular franchises and say, just by the comics, how they are. Now, DC definitely has this almost legendary status because it predates Marvel or the original Marvel companies. I think they came out around the same time, but I'm pretty sure it's the older of the two companies. And you definitely get that feeling. It's more traditional. Their superheroes have more generalized outfits. I mean, they look cool, but there's definitely more of an old school element to them. They always seem like they harken back to the classic ideals of the superhero. And that's one of the cool things. You have these awesome characters like Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, etc., who are just so iconic, and they are like very basic but very strong templates. Whereas with Marvel, it seems like they've had a much easier time of kind of adapting with each decade and trying to make their characters just as accessible because their characters, for the most part, don't feel that general. They don't feel that stereotypical superhero, which I think that Batman and Superman do. But the Marvel characters kind of have a tendency to just adapt more, and I think that's dead actually.
Yo.
What's up, man?
Not bad.
Yeah, thank you. I was talking to myself, so I was starting to lose it a little bit. But well, I can ask you. Basically, the first thing I want to talk about, you know how everybody brings up DC versus Marvel like all the time?
Yeah.
Well, I was just saying, I think the best thing about DC that makes them strong is they kind of have this very basic template for strong characters, but they have like a more old school approach that I think makes them very accessible. And I think that's because they have really strong characters and very basic themes that everybody can kind of idolize with and empathize with. But Marvel's characters seem to be able to adapt more with the times, and I think that's why they kind of have a cooler edge. But
yeah, because DC characters are, they're always the same, and I don't know, they're like timeless. I don't know. That's the sort of word I'm trying to look for.
yeah, you're right. They like
a Batman or a Superman.
They can be the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. But I feel like Marvel's always trying to kind of integrate their characters into more modern topics. Like they're always about what's now because Marvel started in the '60s where it was all about civil rights and social justice, and their characters I think are ingrained with that idea. So it's like they keep evolving to that.
I would agree. Yeah, they definitely change with the times.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I'm not entirely sure which one's better, but I don't know. I think I know why a lot of people like Marvel, but I feel like if DC could just make better movies, I feel like it would be a much more even game because while Marvel has been kicking, some serious behind with their film franchises, I think in other areas, I mean, obviously the cartoons and even the video games, I mean, DC is still, I would argue, better right now. So, I don't know.
Some good games. Like Batman.
Yeah, the Arkham games everybody loves, but I mean they keep.
I can't think of any good like a Marvel game,
Well,
to compare that with.
The only good Marvel games really were the like Ultimate Alliance ones, and those are good.
Right, yeah.
And I mean, you have like some of the Spider-Man games are pretty good, but that's about it,
Capcom versus Marvel is.
But Marvel versus Capcom is almost cheating, though,
It's true. Crossover.
Meld a whole different franchise. So, Dad, anyway, man, you said you wanted to talk because we haven't talked in a while. Besides your whole channel fiasco, what's been going on?
Oh, fuck. I don't know, man. I was been working like solidly, and if I'm not working, I'm just playing video games at the moment. I've not been reading or watching like any anime or manga. It's just been nothing but video games. So I'm going on a video game binge at the moment.
You're lucky, man. I have not had the opportunity to sit down and play a video game in a while. I mean, the last video game, God, this is bad. The last video game I like really was into was Arkham Origins.
Fucking hell, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, I know. And
was that when it first came out?
Yeah, actually, a little after that. I have the Xbox Gold, so I still download a couple older games. Like I played Hitman Absolution and one of the was it Battlefield? I played one of the Battlefield games. But yeah, I just got Alien Isolation, so I'm gonna check that out.
Oh, it's brilliant. I love it.
Yeah, I'm gonna. That's like the first new one I picked up. So tomorrow I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna play something, and I want to pick something fairly new so I can talk about it. But yeah, I'll be honest. You think I'll like it?
Yeah, it's good. It's a real good game. It's the first good like survival horror game I've played in a good while.
Good. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'm gonna try and get into that because I'm gonna get myself a PS4 in a couple months, hopefully. I still got the 360, so I need to upgrade. But yeah, hopefully I'll find the time to do that. I've just been working a lot too, and also haven't read too much manga or watched too much anime lately. I watched a little bit of Parasite to catch up on that, and because of course had to watch that.
I've heard the anime is good. I've just not checked out yet.
Oh yeah, it's really good. I still like the manga, but the anime does a good job. I watched.
Is it finished?
I believe it's still going.
It's still going.
Yeah, I've caught up.
26 episodes, I guess, when it finishes, or.
I think so. Yeah.
I'll watch it then.
Oh yeah, definitely. You want to watch it when it's completed.
Yeah. I can't be doing all this fucking watch one episode a week shit.
Yeah. You know, that's my problem. You know, that's one thing I kind of respect about all the people that do chapter and episode reviews. That takes discipline because you got to find like time in your day each week to watch these and read these. I'm like, I like my Netflix, man. I like to just have the whole series there and just binge it.
Yeah, no, it's binging. You're binging, yeah.
Yeah, I can't. I mean, I remember there was a time when we had to watch things on TV, and I would get excited, like, yeah, I can't wait till next week. But that's when I was like 14. I had nothing else to do, you know.
I mean, I don't mind if it's like Game of Thrones or back in the day of something like Lost. That's all right. I can do like one of those a week because there's a bit of suspense in it. You look forward to it, but otherwise it's just like I'm just gonna wait until it's finished and then just binge all of it in one go. Like Breaking Bad, that's what I did basically.
Yeah, that's what I didn't watch Breaking Bad till like its 5th season when it was on Netflix. I was like, everybody was talking about Breaking Bad for years, and like, it's fine on Netflix. So check it out, and I was like, oh my god, so good.
Why don't I wait so long?
Yeah, I know, like. Yeah, you feel like you missed out.
Have you ever watched Trailer Park Boys? Because I sessioned the shit out of like all 8 seasons of that not long ago. I
caught like an episode or once. Is that actually decent?
It's really sort of like quirky, and it's going to be one of those things that you're either going to get it or you're not, and you're going to just think, what the fuck is this weird shit? But I love it. I mean, it's really cool. It's got some really funny, fucking stupid characters, and it's brilliant. I love it, man.
Okay.
I'd give it a try.
All right, I'll see if I can. The 2 big things I'm looking forward to the most, though, that I will binge, that are on Netflix. House of Cards. I finally watched that a little while ago, and I'm looking forward to the 3rd season of that, man. It's really good. And Daredevil, when that comes out in April, I'm going to watch that next.
Oh, is that getting a live action, is it?
Yep, live action on Netflix, and that's going to be the first of the Marvel Cinematic live action series. So
I've not been liking these live action fucking superhero TV series at the moment. I mean, I watched the first 9 episodes of Arrow, but I did hear like season 2 gets really good, but I just couldn't fuck with it. And like Gotham is fucking terrible. I mean, so many people like orgasm over it, and the acting in it is just really bad. It's terrible. It's just cheesy. It's not even like 60s Adam West cheesy that's good. It's just terrible acting.
It's just weak. Yeah. I'm actually glad you brought that up because that is something I want to talk about. I feel like there's so much superhero stuff out there now that it might get oversaturated and people might start to dislike it soon. And I think one of the big issues is that a lot of these live action series. Okay, the only two that I really tried to watch were Arrow.
Yeah.
Arrow I thought was like okay, but
Yeah.
as you know, like Green Arrow is like one of my favorite superheroes,
Mhm.
and they totally ruined him. They ruined him. It's horrible. And Gotham's just a. I don't get it.
I've not watched The Flash though. I'm guessing that's okay, maybe.
Flash. I watched a couple episodes. Flash is all right. The Flash is like hokey, but it's fun, you know.
Yeah, that's what I thought about the first like season of Arrow. Little bit low budget and hokey, but you know it's passable. It's good, but obviously I've heard that it gets really good later on. Some of it, like I can't see it from episode 9 of season 1, but you know it could be good.
Well, hey, you got further than I did. I might sit down and try to give it a shot because everybody likes it, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'll give it another go at some point, but it's definitely gonna be on the back of the list of shit I need to watch.
You know, one thing I did not watch that I don't really hear anybody talk about is Agents of Shield.
That was boring, man. I watched like 2 episodes of it and it put me to sleep.
I heard that Agent Carter was good.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It wasn't for me.
Oh, you know what? Actually, a live-action superhero show I do like.
What's that?
Constantine.
Constant. Oh, I've not watched that yet.
Constantine's actually pretty decent. Yeah, I like it. It's actually like Hellblazer comics. He's like Constantine. So yeah, I watched a couple episodes of that. That's actually not bad. I kind of like that. I could recommend that one to you. See if you like it.
Yeah, a couple of people have been telling me about that. Might be a guy.
Yeah, that's one I actually was kind of semi-impressed with. I can sit down and kind of have an interest in this one.
Yeah. Have you watched the 2 episodes of Better Call Saul? Better Call Saul. The spin-off, Breaking Bad?
Oh, Better Call Saul. I thought you said Better Call Saul. I was like,
no, I've got a bit of a cold, man. I'm like bunged up.
Okay, it's like I didn't know if that was British slang or just something else horrible. But yeah, no, I haven't seen it. Is that any good?
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. It's fucking awesome.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, Better Call Saul. Is that more of a comedy? I'm guessing it is.
Yes, it's well at the moment it's how he becomes Saul in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
From he's sort of like a low-ranking, terrible, crappy lawyer to you can kind of see by episode 2 that you can see that we know he's going to become a criminal lawyer, bent one. So
You see, you don't need a criminal lawyer. You need a criminal lawyer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Saul's pretty awesome. I'm glad he got a spin-off. Do you think it's going to do well ratings-wise? Do you think people are liking it?
I don't think it'll be successful as Breaking Bad, but
well, no.
It'll definitely have its following. I reckon it's good so far. So as long as it stays like this, it should be.
You know what I haven't watched in a long time, man?
What's that?
One of your favorites, Walking Dead.
Oh. When did you start watching it?
Episode 2 or 3 of like season 4.
Yeah, it was a pretty shitty season.
Yeah, I just kind of lost some interest in that. I know a lot of people just dropped that. Is it how's that doing now? You still watching it or getting ready to?
Yeah, no, I'm still watching it. It's typical Walking Dead, isn't it? I mean, it has the odd brilliant episode here and there, and then lots of filler. Brilliant episode, lots of filler, and then it ends with a brilliant episode.
Sounds pretty exciting.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about this the other day when I was watching episode 9 or season 5 or whatever the fuck it is. Yeah. I can't remember what last week's one was. I think it was episode 9. I was really thinking to myself, what would happen if Frank Darabont actually stayed on and fucking did the rest of this shit? Because season 1 was brilliant. I think season 1 was really, really good, especially the first episode. It was like a movie. And I don't know, if that guy stuck around, I reckon it would have been really, really good.
Well, the thing about, you know what I feel like they should have done?
What's that?
I feel like they should have modeled it after season 1, because the reason why season 1's the best is because they had a lot of intricate stuff going on, and it was almost
really good cinematography, music,
and it was condensed,
Yeah, smaller, a lot more effort into it.
And you could take your time, just have shorter seasons and not break it up and make it longer, because that you wouldn't have the filler problem,
Yes, yeah. I mean, realistically, for the arcs in the comic they do, you only some of them maybe you need to go past what like season 1 was like 6 episodes, maybe extended to like 12 episodes. But
Yeah,
these like really long 16 episode seasons, they're just not needed.
it's too much.
Yeah. And they keep having to deviate away from the comic. Comes really shit, and then when they come back to the comic book, that's when it comes good again.
Well, then why do they deviate from it in the first place? That's what I don't understand. I don't get it.
They've changed too much of it, and they've got too many characters that are supposed to be dead. So now they've now got to flesh them out. Pointless filler episodes.
Man, well, that's your foray. I don't have to worry about Walking Dead anymore. Well,
Yeah.
I guess season 4 is on Netflix. I guess I could catch up on it if I really want to, but I just don't care, man. I just don't care. It turned me into a zombie. Turned me into a zombie. Yeah. So I don't know. It's just you and me, Deb. What else do you want to talk about, man?
Oh man, I was checking out your comments.
All right. Anything good? Any questions? Anything? Please send in questions, guys, for Deb and myself here, and please subscribe to his new channel. Please.
What was the question I asked you? Someone said they asked you a question about Griffith and Kenshin. I'm not too sure what that was.
Oh yeah. Hold on. I actually know what they're talking about. Hold on. It's the question about Griffith truly being an evil person, and then the comparison was, well, couldn't you take a character like Kenshin, who is also a warrior and caught up in a lot of these governmental responsibilities, and say, isn't he evil? Which I think is kind of a weird comparison. I can see what they're going for, but okay.
Yeah,
Griffith starts out as a peasant, basically. You know,
yeah.
he's kind of got like more humble
Kenshin.
origins, and yeah, like Kenshin, and he has to work himself up to meld into the noble families and try to gain ultimate power because he kind of sees that as his destiny.
Mm-hmm. Now,
they both obviously kill a lot of people. They're engaged in many wars and combat. The big difference, though, is that Kenshin kind of experienced a big tragedy early on, and he got caught up in it for a desire for revenge and also through self-preservation. So they kind of have like that cold, calculated, detached nature. But Kenshin was a soldier just kind of doing what he had to do during that particular time because he felt that he was just caught up in the way the world was. Whereas Griffith tried to elevate himself above that. So they had different goals. Kenshin was just like, I'm just going to be a warrior because. Kenshin's actually more like Guts than Griffith, I would say.
That's true, yeah.
But the big difference between their evil, I would say, is that Griffith would completely... He never was able to find that humanity again. He was able to purposely manipulate other people into following him like basically a fanatical group and then just completely disposing of them and in this Machiavellian way just cutting other people off. Whereas Kenshin, he was a subordinate and then he finally
still had a human side.
Yeah, he found that humanity and then did a complete 360 or 180. He did a complete 180 and he was like, you know what? I want to be peaceful. I want to try and make the world a better place while trying to be less violent. So early on there were similarities, but the big difference is ultimately Kenshin's still where Griffith literally sold himself to the devil. So, you know, there's a little bit of a divide there, but what do you think, Dad? What about the similarities?
You pretty much hit the nail on the head, personally. I don't feel safe if I add to it.
Dad, you always say that. Just say. Well, all right. Yeah, fine. You know what? You said it. I nailed it. So that's right. Sorry. Well, then let's find anybody else send any other questions. Let's see. Oh, do you think we'll ever see an Amaglam comic again with Marvel DC crossover? No.
That's your one.
I mean, it would be cool if we got one, but the thing about it was DC and Marvel have always had this rivalry, but back then it was a lot more friendly, you know? They weren't like these huge franchises they are today where they're at each other's throats. I mean, I would love to see us get like even some movie cross. Think about it this way. Marvel is having a hard enough time keeping the rights to some of their characters and getting them into all their movies, let alone getting together with Warner Brothers and saying, hey, let's have all our characters together in a comic book again. That'd be cool, but I don't think this could happen anytime soon.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool that Spider-Man's coming to the Avengers, but I don't know if he's going to be really out of place now for some weird reason. I just got this weird feeling that...
You think it might not work?
Yeah, because, like, I guess all the Marvel movies have had a certain tone to them, like the Iron Man, the Thors, and where we've seen Spider-Man on the Sony side of shit, it just feels like a completely different universe. So I don't know. So now if you take him from the Sony universe and put him into his home, the Marvel universe, I don't know. I just feel it's going to be a bit weird that Spider-Man's going to turn up and we're going to have Robert Downey Jr. talking to him, and I'm going to be like, I don't know. This is going to be fucking odd.
I don't know. Well, the big question is this: are they going to completely recast Spider-Man and just like reboot a whole franchise to make it more like the Marvel movies? Or are they just going to keep their original ones? Because everybody's saying they're going to kick Andrew Garfield out, but I feel like people would really be mad if there's another origin movie. People do not want another origin.
Yeah, I mean, in a way, like to me, like Iron Man is Robert Downey Jr. That's like his identity now to me in a weird way.
Yeah.
But same with like the four guys. So now like Spider-Man's going to come in it with no identity because he's going to fucking change, and if he changes again, it's kind of like, it's just, you know.
Oh, he could get Tobey Maguire again, maybe.
Oh, fuck.
I don't know.
You know what I mean, though? Like we've now been established with those actors as those characters. So if we're just chucking Spider-Man in there and he's a completely new actor, I don't know. For me, it's going to feel really weird just seeing him turn up, even though that's the universe that he's from.
I don't know. You're right. It's a tonal issue. Can they keep it the same? I don't know, man. You know, one thing I was wondering about though. Do you think Hulk could get his own movie?
Again?
Well, because I don't know. Mark Ruffalo hasn't really gotten a chance to establish himself as the Hulk outside of the Avengers, so he could probably use one. I think there's a lot of good Hulk villains they could use.
See, for me, like the Hulk's like Superman. I don't think he comes across well in films. He's just one of those superheroes that it just seems that it hasn't really worked. And they've tried it over and over again, and it's
too powerful.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe it's just like lack of a good director or good writing for the character in a movie. But
I think he just hasn't had a potentially good movie yet, really.
Yeah, it just hasn't been a good movie written for him. That's what keeps like failing. I mean, they're not bad films, but
they aren't really like great either. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not up to the same level as the other movies.
That's true. So, of all the Marvel movies so far, which one do you think is the best?
Fuck, that's tough.
I asked.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like, so there's a couple. Fuck it, I'm gonna go with a couple that I really like anyway. I don't know if I can pick one. For
Go
me,
ahead.
like, I like the remake of The Punisher.
Punisher.
Even though a lot of people don't like that movie, with like
Thomas Jane.
No, yeah, him. I really like that film. I liked it personally. Guardians of the Galaxy, obviously.
Yes.
Iron Man 1.
Uh-huh.
Probably like Captain America 2.
So, what are your thoughts?
So I'd probably have to go. I probably would have to go Guardians. The only reason I'm not putting Avengers in there is because I watched it again a couple of weeks ago, and I thought, "Fuck, this is a really boring film." And the first time I watched it, loved it. I thought, "Man, this is brilliant." And then, like a year passed or whatever it was, watched it again, and I was like, "Shit, this is a really slow, boring film." I don't remember it being this crap.
The thing. Okay. I think it's a good thing you bring that up because the Avengers. I noticed this too. I'm glad somebody else said this. Okay, when the Avengers came out, it had this huge expansion of popularity, and that's because it's connected to all these other movies. Unless you have all these other movies to build it up, that's the culmination. Now, it's a big crossover movie, but crossovers in comics usually aren't that good either. They have the same problem. And watching the Avengers, I'm like, really, the first time it is awesome. But if you have to watch it 2 or 3 or 4 times, the first half of the movie is kind of boring.
It's really slow.
You just have to wait to see all the villains and all the heroes fight alongside each other. That's awesome. But before that, it's build up.
It was a strong. Actually, I didn't even. To be honest, I didn't even finish the film. I fucking turned it off.
Wow. Well, what do you think about the second one? Do you think it's gonna be better or worse? They're trying to make it darker, apparently.
Well, Thanos in it.
No. Well, actually, the second one has Ultron with
Oh yeah, of course it is. Christ, I completely forgot about that.
Whoa, that's a bad sign.
Oh yeah, Jesus. I thought. Jesus, I completely skipped over right to fucking.
Avengers 3, that's what you want to see.
Yeah, Christ. From the trailers, it looks pretty good, but Iron Man 2 looked pretty good from the trailers. I've got this really bad Iron Man 2 vibe from it that I'm a bit like, but it does look like it could be quite a good film.
What do you think about Iron Man 3? Wasn't that awesome? No, it was not. No.
Not really.
What about some of the other newer movies? We've got Ant-Man.
I've never read anything on Ant-Man, so I don't really know anything about him, so I can't really say anything.
He generally sucks. So.
All I know is that he shrinks in size and has super strength, and he can get really big. That's all I know.
What's up, Anime Rick? Nice to see you. Yes, Sam, Hank, Pink Bastard, Crazy Boy. Thanks for watching. Please feel free to send in questions and keep us going. Do you think Marvel's non-spotlight characters will ever get another movie like Blade and such? Well, they're working on it. I mean, they've got Doctor Strange.
Yeah, that's true. Is it Cumberbatch going to be Doctor Strange?
I believe he's still cast as Doctor Strange, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be...
Cumberbatch.
Depends on what it's going to be about. Actually, I don't know. Cumberbatch, anything he does is pretty good, so...
Yeah, that's true. He's pretty good normally. I don't know.
I don't know if I'd want to see another Blade, because I really like... Well, actually, I like the first Blade movie. Second one, third one, bit shit.
Yeah, I like the first one.
His fucking... This is just nothing to do with Marvel, but...
Go ahead.
Ghostbusters being rebooted. Don't want to sound sexist, with all women. What the fuck is going on there?
Well, wait. You don't like the whole female cast, huh?
I guess it's like... yeah, but let's put it this way. Right? Can you compare those motherfuckers to Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd? No, you can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, that level of comedy genius compared to, like, the fucking chick from, what is it, Picture Perfect and...
Anna Kendrick and...
whoever the other three are, I don't know who the fuck they are. It's just, I don't know, man.
Well, I mean, I do agree that they didn't really go with the highest caliber of comedians today.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, I'm not feeling it.
You know what? It could be funny.
I would have rather if they've gone with the original thing they were going to do, where the original Ghostbusters are all retired and they train new ones.
Yeah.
Or something. You know what I mean? That would have.
That sounded good. I mean,
maybe that's what they're going to do, but it's just going to be all females. I don't know.
It was going to be a Ghostbusters 3, but no, I don't think that the original cast members are going to be involved. I think after, after that most recent death.
Yeah, that's true.
I think that it's funny. That's what caused them to say, "Hey, let's get this movie finally off the ground." Like after people were asking for it for like 20 years.
Yeah, I know.
Harold Ramis. So that was a shame.
Yeah, that was definitely a shame.
Yeah,
I can't see that being good.
No, well, we'll see. We got a couple.
Fucking ruin another childhood classic for me. Everybody ruined RoboCop for me last year. Taking Ghostbusters behind the barn to put out of his memory.
They're taking all the big famous franchises from the childhoods and kind of ruining them. Some things you just shouldn't touch,
Yeah. Just leave the two films alone.
Well, yeah. I don't know, man. Ghostbusters. Who knows what's gonna happen there?
Yeah. And then there's Terminator.
Oh, don't even get me started. That looks terrible. That looks horrible. Horrible.
Oh no. Originally, I thought they were going to do a proper reboot, and I would have been maybe okay with that if they would have, they don't make 80s movies anymore with proper violence because, they haven't got the balls to do it anymore. But
hi, honey. People are a lot stricter about, I think, just general, reactions to things.
Yeah, everything's too PC in it.
Yeah, you don't want to offend.
Yeah, you can't make movies like you used to anymore, and that's why they suffer so bad. The only good movies that come out are the fucking comic book films.
That's unfortunate. That's true. There's not as much creativity.
There isn't. I mean, I was thinking about this the other day. Like,
are there any good movies other than comic book ones? No, they just have this tendency to just ruin all these. big old franchises from our childhood. Then,
Yeah, I mean, there's little to no creativity in Hollywood nowadays, and it's kind of sad because there are a lot of good stories out there. I know, like, I had a favorite one, the Blood and Bone trilogy. I think that's what it's called. It's kind of a young adult novel. It's kind of in the strain of the Twilight phase, but it's a really good film, and nobody's made a movie out of that. And it's like, hey.
Oh, you know another one. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but do you know about the Wheel of Time? Actually.
Yeah, Wheel of Time.
Wheel of Time, like it's like this really awesome, epic fantasy thing. It's kind of in the strain of Lord of the Rings, and that's a great thing you could do like a movie or TV series off of, and they're not doing that. So it's like there's all these opportunities for things, and they're just not using it.
I feel like over the last couple of years, everything's shifted into TV series. It's more than movies, with your Game of Thrones, your Breaking Bad, all that sort of stuff. It seems to be sort of like outshining movies a lot, I reckon.
Yeah, well, you know why people are going more towards TV is because it's just a better chance for actors to keep jobs, essentially.
Yeah. On top of that, with TV, like look at Game of Thrones, you can actually do more with the series and have more characters and keep more of the original story in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's true. Let me see here. Look at some of the questions. Here in America, Superman is considered the most iconic superhero of all time, but he's Superman really better than Batman.
Superman really better than Batman?
No, I don't think. Does any? I mean, some people like Superman, but I don't know if people generally think he's better.
I've always found fucking Superman to be really bland. Personally.
I don't know. I mean, I like Superman. But,
I just don't like the fucking goody two shoes type of hero. That's me though.
I can understand that. Let's see here. Okay, we've got Howard the Duck 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Oh god.
As a suggestion. I guess it's like a Howard the Duck porno. We got a bunch of comments here from Pink Master. Fourth played movie, no.
No. It's making me wonder how long will it be till they remake E.T. and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
It's coming. Oh god, no. Well, they're talking about doing stuff like remaking freaking Alien, I think has come up before.
Oh, for fuck's sake. No, they just... Even though I love things like Terminator, Aliens, and Predator, they've rinsed the shit out of it now to a point where you just need to just leave it the fuck alone. Because they're just getting worse and worse and worse. So,
let's see here. What about the characters that both companies own? The fusion characters like Darkclaw, Bruce Wayne, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., and Hyena? I don't think we're there yet. Give it some time. I don't think we're quite at the point where people are going to say, hey, let's go see a Darkclaw movie. I'll be honest with you. I mean, like, I completely forgot about that until you just mentioned it. So,
I mean, they took a big risk on Guardians of the Galaxy because no one knew who the fuck they were.
Yeah, I'd say like they shouldn't get too boastful. You know, they shouldn't get too overconfident.
They shouldn't go too like cult fan like characters.
And they're just gonna alienate everybody.
Yeah.
Let's see. Do you think they'll screw up the Deadpool movie?
Yes.
Yeah, it's hard to. I don't know.
I can imagine what it's going to be like. It's what's that fucking Wolverine movie? The one with Deadpool in it anyway. What's that?
Oh yeah, Wolverine Origins. Yeah.
Yeah, Wolverine Origins. I can imagine it's going to be along those sort of lines and that sort of like feel to it as because it's going to be Ryan Reynolds. I'm going to guess.
Are they going R-rated with it?
They don't go well, see, R-rated to me nowadays isn't the same R-rated when I was growing up.
True.
You know what I mean? It's I don't know. Films have just lost their balls. They just they just have.
I don't know. You're right. I mean, they care more about violence, but you can curse all the time now. And like if there's like
it's not even like violence though, is it? Like
not,
like in the old, it's just a certain sort of atmosphere and tone to it that don't have anymore. And the violence obviously was a part of it, and sort of like it gave it a bit more grit. But it's like comparing original RoboCop to the remake. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it wasn't necessarily terrible because it didn't have the same level of violence and gore to it. It just didn't have the
same weight to it, really.
Yeah, it just didn't have that same feel, that old school feel of how they did the original. But there was no themes behind it. Let's put it that way. They were terrible.
Yeah, you didn't really care about the characters because everything was blander, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, like the atmosphere of movies nowadays feels really bland and like unimaginative. And, ugh.
People aren't having as much fun, it seems.
Yeah. I mean, it's rare that it's rare that for me now that a good film will come out that I'll go, yeah, that's going to go in my little best ever films I've ever watched sort of category.
It does seem like it's. I don't know. There are good movies out there, but you have to look.
Yeah. It's every now and again, like The Wolf of Wall Street. I really love that. That's quite a new movie.
Here's a fun question from Faraz. What do you guys think of Samuel L. Jackson?
He's awesome.
Yeah. Come on.
He literally is in nearly every movie ever made. He's been everything.
Yeah, I know. He basically made a career out of it. He basically made a career out of just being in every movie ever.
Yeah. Man, when you think back, he's actually had some really fucking good characters over his movies.
He really has.
Yeah. He's had a real good... It's going to be a real sad day when he dies, because, fuck it, he's got to be close to 60 now, I think, isn't he?
I think he is in his late 50s, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing some good things, though. I mean, anything from, like, he was in Jurassic Park, he was in Jackie Brown, Pulp Fiction, and...
Django Unchained, I loved him in that.
Django Unchained, he was amazing. He's been... a lot of great films, actually. He always has fun, too. He always gives his all. And people think he plays the same character all the time, but he doesn't. Yeah.
Really liked him in Unbreakable as well, as the Man of Glass.
Oh, yes, Mr. Glass.
Mr. Glass, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good reference. Good underrated movie. One of the few good Shyamalan movies, actually.
Yeah, that's true. Well, Shyamalan didn't have to go with some crazy theme that no one got.
The last one he did, After Earth.
Oh, fuck, was that a Shyamalan movie?
Yes, it was.
Ooh, that was bad.
Yeah, apparently Will Smith said that was like the low point in his career.
Yeah, I remember reading that a couple of days ago, actually, yeah.
That's great.
I couldn't believe that Will Smith's 48 years old as well. I was like, holy shit.
Some of the ones that I used to know as being like,
Spring
up
chickens.
and coming or getting up there. And,
I know. Fucking madness.
I agree.
Yeah, and if it ever does happen, I know that he's not going to be a part of the Independence Day, like the next movie of that. It's going to be a bit. You're going to need Goldblum. You need Will Smith, and you need what was his name? The president.
Bill Pullman.
Yeah, you need those people in it.
They're not doing anything else.
Yeah, exactly. Or you need at least 2 out of the 3. Goldblum, I'm fine if Goldblum's the only one in it.
Well, he's not doing anything. He's in like a couple indie movies and that's it. I
know, but he can do that shit because that's Jeff Goldblum.
He just plays himself.
He just fucking rambles on about madness and.
Yeah, like, like we got said this here, chaos.
Yeah, chaos and all that.
Shot Red had a good question. What crazy series crossover would you guys like to see live action?
So live action crossover,
like an AVP sort of thing.
That's a good one actually.
You know what I think?
I
think that actually seeing RoboCop versus Terminator would be pretty awesome.
Yeah, that is one I've always. but then again, it would suffer from the Freddy versus Jason Alien versus Predator terrible. If it was given a proper good film of a real good director and a real good script, maybe you could pull it off. But that's That's not going to happen. It's going to be a cheesy popcorn action movie that.
No, I don't know if it'll be really tough to like just bring two random universes together and make it work. I mean, it doesn't even really work that well in other mediums. I know two big ones that I feel like they'd make a lot of money, but I don't know if they'd really do that well.
Right.
I mean, I don't know if they'd be that good. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it some. Star Trek versus Star Wars. Like an all-out, like, just battle of some kind. I feel like...
I mean, it very easily could happen because, obviously, each of them are set in space with fucking hundreds of millions of different races of aliens all over the place. So you could merge them, but then at the same time, you've then got to explain the Force in a Star Trek universe. So that...
Yeah,
that'd be a difficult one to get around.
I don't like because they are very different in how they handle the mysterious things.
Yeah.
Well, but the other big one, which I think these days might be a little more possible. I mean, obviously not in the near future, but one day, if DC versus Marvel did do like a live action movie crossover of some kind. Eh? I think he might have froze. But I mean, I think that's quite possible. You know, I don't know.
Yeah, it could work. It could work.
Without being biased, do you think FMA is better than Rurouni Kenshin? Because the character of Kenshin himself and his past is a huge boost to why the series is called the greatest shonen manga with the greatest shonen main character. Well, I do think. I know that some people may say that, but I don't know if it's like. Has it officially been stated anywhere that it's called that?
No, I would say manga versus manga. Definitely, that would be a tough ass debate on whatever side, because pretty even, I'd say, close. Anime wise, fucking Kenshin would get landslide personally, just because the filler. It can be very boring, and I'm a big fan of Kenshin, and I mean, the Shishio arc for me made that fucking anime.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, comparing just the narrative flow of each. I mean, especially once you get the Brotherhood. I mean, it's kind of hard to debate that, but yeah, the old Kenshin anime just has some serious pacing issues and obviously a little bit outdated animation. But
I mean, I wouldn't even chuck in animation as a. Because I'm not one of those people that goes, oh, it's hand drawn, and this shit's CGI. So I've always preferred the hand drawn because it gives it a better charm. But
I try to be unbiased there too. But I guess especially when a series is action oriented, it's like sometimes it's hard to get around it. But I like older animation.
The flow of it, but yeah.
I agree. I like old. It doesn't really matter to me. It's still got pretty good fights, but. I mean, obviously, Fullmetal Alchemist is really, really good. Has a lot of different themes that it explores, and I feel like Kenshin is more focused. The one thing, though, that I guess Kenshin could have over FMA is that it's more grounded, because even though it has some elements of the fantastical, it's still based on historical things that occurred. And I think that Kenshin himself is probably, easily is one of the best main characters in anime because he's a human. And because everything that he is experiencing, you feel like somebody has experienced before. Whereas with Fullmetal Alchemist, they have a lot of that too, but the fact that it's so fantastical might take you out of that human element. But, I mean, okay, like...
I always compare that, sorry, I didn't want to cut you off there, but go ahead. When everyone makes that comparison of what's like the best seinen, and everyone goes berserk, or they go something like 20th Century Boys or Monster or some shit.
Yeah.
And it's the same sort of thing. Monster's more grounded in a realistic sense. Berserk's on that more grand scale fantasy sense. So it's very hard to compare something that's more realistic and grounded to something that's more over the top. And if you get what I mean?
Yeah, I know. They're very different tonally, but it depends on what you're looking for. I think. I don't know. I can get into a series that's very fantasy and out there and still connect with the characters on a human level if it's done well. But if you think Kenshin's better and you think that Kenshin's like a better main character than now, I mean, I'm okay with that. I think he's one of the few real contenders. He's a legend, but I still think Fullmetal Alchemist, in terms of the anime series, I still think it's clearly a better series, both of them. But there are some really good aspects to both. if you think Kenshin's highly rated. So yeah, I'm fine with that. It's a good question.
Kenshin's definitely up there.
Let's see here. We've got to figure out what's going on.
Surprised old Hero hasn't joined us.
Yeah, he said he was going to come in, and Dole said, and then you're the only one that showed up, man. I'm just going to hold it against them.
They'll probably turn up in a bit, I guess.
Yeah, eventually. I can't be doing this too long, though. I've got other obligations, but don't worry. There'll always be time for more live streams. Let me see here. Let's see. Oh, well, Z said he read Wheel of Time. That's pretty cool. Any movies that we're looking forward to in 2015?
Yes.
Yes, I'm looking forward to Mad Max, actually.
Yeah. I'm still like.
Hey.
I think Tom Hardy would be a really good Mad Max. I just don't know about it. I don't know about it yet. So where they've reboot. Well, it's not reboot, but they've gone back to such old films. They haven't had a real good track record of sort of making them at least on par with the originals. But
what about a more original property like Chappie? Chappie might be good.
Chappie?
Chappie.
What the fuck's Chappie?
You know who Neil Blomkamp is?
No. Neil Blomkamp.
He's the guy that made District 9.
Yeah.
It's his newest movie. It's about a robot that has a soul and they try to wipe it out.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
That looks like it might be good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've heard that Pixar has 2 movies coming out this year. They've got The Good Dinosaur and Inside Out. So Pixar usually is really good. So I'm looking forward to that.
It's true. Dinosaurs seem to be back in the fucking fashion at the moment. It's really odd.
Jurassic World, man. Oh God, no, Jurassic World, no. That looks stupid.
Yeah.
That looks stupid. I don't care.
Training raptors. I was like, yeah. Genetically altered super dinosaurs. I was like,
I kind of like the raptors with guns idea better.
Yeah, I think I do as well.
I mean, honestly, it's like, hey, let's stick with them as the main villain. They were smart.
Yeah, holy crap. I honestly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to fuck.
Yes.
I would have preferred a reboot of the original film, even though that is such an amazing classic film.
No, don't touch Jurassic Park, man.
I don't know. I think I would.
No, Jurassic Park's fine still. I'll tell you what though. The big thing I think everybody would be talking about is, of course, Star Wars.
Is that out this year?
Yeah, I think this Christmas, yeah.
The fuck? I thought it was 2016.
No, I believe it's the end of this year, unless I'm mistaken, but I'm pretty sure it's coming out the end of this year, yeah.
Really? Ooh.
Yeah, I think it's like Christmas this year. Honey,
how long did they start shooting it ago? It could have been that long ago, wasn't it?
Coming out the end of the year, right?
I think it's 2016, actually.
Yeah, I suppose 2016.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Wait. Maybe I'm wrong. Wait, maybe. Hold on. Now, wait. Really? I could have seen Christmas of this year. Hold on a minute.
Nah, man, you're thinking of some sort of Marvel movie coming out.
No, Marvel's got. Well, I know. Okay, there's Hunger Games is big.
Yeah.
The Avengers 2 comes out this summer.
Maybe you think that.
I don't think. I could have sworn that it was the end of this year. Maybe I misheard. Hold on. Star Wars. Let's find out. Maybe I'm totally wrong. The Force Awakens is scheduled for December 18th, 2015. I was right.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, that's towards the end of the year, but yeah.
Yeah. We've really not had a lot of info. I guess it's early in the year, though, isn't it? Really, we've not had a lot of trailers or any info on it yet.
That's true. But I mean, I feel like when that comes out,
storyline is or anything.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't really care as much about Star Wars as I used to for a lot of reasons, but
yeah.
Obviously, I'm going to see it. I mean, what do you think? Are you looking forward to it, or?
I'm interested to see what Abrams does with it. Because he did a good job of Star Trek, so yeah, I don't know. It's the prequels were so bad that it's like
you never know.
you don't.
Well, it's funny.
I think maybe like when the prequels came around, I guess there was such a gap, and now there's such a gap between this film that maybe it's lost that sort of like little magic about it. If you know what I mean, that just certain charm's gone of it, and
yeah, that's how I feel about it. Kind of. I mean,
it'll never be as good as it was.
It's kind of one of those things you grow up with it. It's such a big part of your childhood, and then you things change when they introduce new things and you get older.
Yeah, it's one of those things like it's like when you play a video game or anything really.
Yeah.
Is that you had to physically be alive at that time to appreciate it at that level. It's not like nostalgia.
No.
The best thing is I was watching like Super Best Friends and they were doing like Silent Hill 2.
Yeah.
And they brought up the same sort of thing, is that you had to be alive at that time when this game came out to play it, to truly appreciate it.
Yeah.
Because if you now compare it against other stuff, better graphics, better mechanics, all that sort of stuff, it diminishes that game, but it doesn't take away that Silent Hill 2 is arguably the greatest survival horror game ever created.
Yeah.
Even though there are horror games that have come out that are technically better than it now. See,
it's a step.
Age has like diminished it, and I think that's kind of a Star Wars in a sense.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it, because I mean, from a particular point in time, you're not. It's not just the movie you're watching or the video game you're playing. It's also everything that's going around in the world that kind of helped create it at that time. Yeah. So you will only get to experience that, whereas somebody else who's like 10 or 15 years younger, they look at it from a completely different perspective, so they can't fully appreciate the best of what it is. It's a good point. It's a very good point. Going deep as usual. You know how well we haven't done in a long time, Dad.
What's that?
Oh, we haven't gone balls deep.
We haven't, no.
Remember those days? Yeah.
Haven't gone balls deep.
Actually, you know what? Heck, I'm kind of curious now, because as usual, I've always kind of felt like, for the most part, I've never been like fully fledged in the anime community. So I was just kind of.
I'm the same. I've always been a little bit of a black sheep on the outskirts, doing my own shit.
Black sheep's the best term, but you know what I mean. Like I never quite got like, well,
into the inner circle of love.
Well, I guess I don't know. It's hard to explain, because I really, other than like my friends on here, like in the fan group and whatnot, and a couple other people, it's like, But have you noticed anything regards to the community? Because I feel like it's been really.
No, fuck. Yeah, it's like. Not that I want to sell anybody out there, but at the moment, I just feel the community is dry and boring as fuck, and nobody is stepping it up another level or doing anything remotely creative or different, and it just feels really stale. You know what I mean? Because when I first started, I don't know, it just feels like some people were doing different shit, or someone would come into the community and they would bring a fresh fucking idea or just a new way of looking at things, and I don't feel anyone's done that in like 6 months, and it feels the same shit, fucking chapter review, One Piece. It's like, fuck. You know what I mean? If I'm just going to be honest about it.
No, I mean, that's how I feel.
Low reaction to this episode, low reaction to that episode.
Well, I mean, I guess everybody the one thing I wonder, though, is, like, do people, like, just have, like, 1 or 2 people they're loyal to, they see reactions and stuff to? Because there's got to be 1,000 people doing these videos. Does everybody just go watch a bunch of reactions now? Because how many reactions can you get, without variety?
I know, I guess it's like that core little group of, I don't know, say 15 popular reviewers that everybody watches. And that's it. And they don't have to change their formula up or be creative or do anything different, because they're going to get all those people coming in. So I can understand why fucking change what works. But, it's good to have a little fucking innovator drop in every now and again and, stir the pot up.
That's why I say, like, I feel like if you're going to get into the community, I mean, I know it sounds tough, but don't just do the chapter and episode reviews. Do something else. Try to mix it up a little bit, because, God, there's too much of that as it is.
Yeah, I mean, not to kiss my own fucking ass, but I will. Right. like the reason I call myself the king of unboxers, not because I do the biggest pickups, because I don't, not because I do them the most frequently. It's because I like to think like every like pickups video or anything I do, I always do like a fucking parody intro, completely different to every other unboxer out there. Nobody else does anything like that. Camera angles, I add questions, discussions. I try and think outside the box and cram everything I can into an unboxing video. Nobody else does anything like that. It's like they'll have something, they go, I bought this One Piece manga today, or it's on their bed and it's all shaky and they got terrible camera angles or whatever. No offense to everyone out there, but they do the same repetitive formula. So
well,
I
at least
do something totally different.
Add something else different to it. I mean, that's great. Yeah. That's great, man.
And there's people that do like anime reviews, like GR Okada. He does something totally different to everybody else. And there's obviously other different people. Like there's that Joey Fat Studio guy. He does all the little stick animation shit, and Tekken. He does loads of different stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's good to think outside the box and do something a little bit different than just sit in front of a webcam and talk about One Piece.
Well, yeah. I feel like we kind of always bring that up, but I guess it needs to be said sometimes.
Well, fuck it. Not a lot of people say it. I just don't give a fuck, so I'll say it.
It's funny. Everybody complains about it. Nobody changes it, so what does it matter?
Yeah, I know. It's going to be the same.
Oh, that's nice. I'm just going to do another chapter review now. Well, I mean, I think the best thing is if you love what you're talking about, as long as you put energy into it, then just go ahead and do it. But I'm not sure how interesting that's going to be for a lot of other people. But
no, I mean, it's your YouTube channel. You do whatever the fuck you want,
Exactly. Do whatever you want. I mean, that's the point. That is the point of it, and it is great.
But as well as being fucking like reviewers ourselves, we're also subscribers. So I like to see something different.
Exactly. But yes, Dad, you do very good unboxing videos. I mean, you'll do like one massive unboxing once every like 2 or 3 months, but it's usually fun to watch. It's true. It's true. Actually, I watched somebody's video talking about how like some people in the community were missing, and your name came up. Like, where is Walking Double O Dead? I'm like, I talk to him all the time. He's still around.
Oh really? What the fuck?
I was like, oh yeah, the Anime Blaze. I'm like, he does videos all the time. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. I know some people haven't been doing stuff though. Like I haven't heard Uber Akari hasn't done anything in a long time.
No, I think he's like busy with his like university, whatever the fuck he does, college, whatever it is over in America, universities, colleges, whatever you call them.
College, university, either or, yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I know he's doing a lot of that, so he's probably busy getting a master's degree in something.
Sweet, yeah. Consider doing that myself, but. Life's busy enough as it is. I'm trying to get as much content on my channel as I possibly can.
Yeah, man, I've got to start all over again. It's like, fuck.
So really, are you, like, what exactly did they flag you for? Like, did they give any specifics at all? Was it like footage or music or what? Because, I mean, they didn't, like, just give you a strike. They just, like, freaking...
I literally got no notifications, no emails, nothing off them. I was like... I went onto my channel, I watched the video, came back 2 hours later, your channel's been taken down. I was like, what the fuck? So I went, okay, I'm going to check my emails, because obviously you'll get something like, you've got a community guideline strike, you've got a copyright strike, or whatever the fuck. Didn't have anything, so I was like, oh, okay, that's really fucking weird. So I sent them something saying, where the fuck's my channel, but, in a more polite way. And they just sent back some fucking email going, you've deleted your Google fucking Plus account, so that's deactivated your YouTube channel. I'm like, no, I haven't, because I can see my fucking account right there in my corner of my screen, and I can go on the page. It's saying you've suspended my account, and then they were like, oh yeah, we've suspended your account, and I'm like, okay, why? They goes, you've severe violation of community guideline strikes. So I was like, okay, what? And then they sent me a link, and it's like, so there are things like hate speech, being a pedophile, porn, and I'm like, no, I haven't done any of that shit. So obviously someone's like fucking flagged my video or something. I'm guessing it's gonna be a Walking Dead video because it's a live reaction to a character death or something, and they're like, ugh, fucking, being a twat. And literally, sending them like from appeals, and haven't got a reply back for like last 3 or 4 days. So fuck knows. I'm just going for the mindset of fuck it, it's gone. I'm just gonna have to start from square one.
Oh,
Yeah.
that'd be so frustrating, man. Like, how many subscribers did you have?
Nearly 9,000.
You were almost over 9,000.
Yeah, nearly. I was close. I was like, fuck. I was like 45 away from 9,000.
Yeah, it's just a shame, man. Please keep trying to appeal it, though, and I'm sure you'll get a bunch more subscribers again. You'll probably get thousands of them back. Hey, honey. What's up? Itchy. She's itchy.
I'm hungry.
Itchy.
I have money.
Oh, there's something in the fridge, actually.
Oh, okay.
I think I check it out. Do you like apple dumplings?
Apple dumplings.
Apple dumplings are good.
I was actually going to see that.
Harry Potter. Did you watch it? Did you like it?
You gonna get something from the dad?
I want to see if I can get some from somebody.
Okay.
Get a ride up there and get something there. I want to get a Caesar salad or something.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Oh, Anime Rick wants an invite, man.
Anime Rick?
Yeah.
Sure.
You got Rick on Skype? Send it over on Skype.
Yeah, I think I have him on Skype. Let's see a bit of that. I'm probably not going to be on much longer than like an hour.
We'll see if I don't want to drive, so we'll see.
Okay. Yeah, I won't be going on too much longer. Let me see here. I think I have Rick on here in Skype somewhere. I think. Wait.
Woo! Got lots of questions coming in now.
All right, please. Well, give us some questions.
Yeah, there's a few coming.
Go ahead.
Is it snowing where you guys are at? No. Apparently going to, but it didn't.
We're going to do what now?
Oh, is it snowing where we are?
Yes, it's snowing where I am.
How's it?
Oh, it's about to. I mean, we've been getting like snow off and on for each week. It's like really, really cold out here. I'd imagine it's probably worse where you are. Aren't you like on an island or something?
Yeah, man. I'm in. Well, apart from this hoodie, I'm in a fucking like tank top and some shorts at the moment, and it's like I don't know, like 2:30. So I'm fine. It's not actually that cold.
Nice. Well, hey, I like to walk out in shorts when it's cold too. Get a free of this.
Get a good breeze.
You know, get like the coolness of the air.
Mhm.
Let me see here, Rick. Let's see. What type of story would you guys like to see becoming a long-running shonen like Naruto, One Piece, or Bleach? For example, space explorers, ancient mystery seekers, and whatever theme and basic premise you can come up with. It's a good question.
That's true. I mean, they've nearly rinsed everything, haven't they? When it comes to shonens, I mean...
Something kind of original?
Yeah, what haven't they done? I mean, they've done, like, fucking basketball, baseball, pirates, ninjas...
Aladdin.
League armies, Aladdin, food...
Food, yeah, they've made food a big factor with Toriko, it's true.
Yeah, parodies of fucking Gintama...
I don't know. Actually,
it'd be harder to think of something they haven't actually done.
Have they done like a long-running kind of like
medieval, maybe like a shonen medieval? Actually,
fairy tale.
Yeah, fairy tale, and then like D Grey Man would be all like ghosts. And, well, not really ghosts, are they? But that whole
Have they done
Victoria.
like a shonen cop show kind of?
No, not I know of.
That might be kind of cool to see. I don't know if it'd be good.
That'd be interesting.
Like kind of like
oh, wait a minute, case closed.
Well, he's an independent detective, or like a legitimate police force.
Like a cop buddy.
Yeah, like kind of a comedy, like when they have like weird powers based around like the type of guns they use or something. I don't know. Something like that might be cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, fuck, they've done gangsters. I was going to say gangsters, but obviously Hitman Reborn's done that.
Yeah,
Cowboys? They've done cowboys.
They've done like a straight up like Western shonen. Yeah.
Yeah, come on, man. Fucking Cowboys versus Indians. That'd be badass.
Oh no, that'd be.
Come on. The Indians can have all the weird fucking anime powers, and then the Cowboys can
have to harness their powers through like Native American spirits or something.
Yeah, there you go.
That would be interesting. That could be interesting.
Yeah.
They could have like stands based on like
Yeah.
Native American
Judges.
gods or something. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
That could be something. I'll try not to offend too many people with that one. Let's see. Between DBZ and Naruto Shippuden, which anime do you like better? I know Dead's favorite is DBZ.
No, I've actually been watching Naruto Shippuden
Really?
back over again. I've got up to just before the Fourth Great Ninja War, and holy fuck, is there a lot of fillers?
Yeah.
A lot of flashback fillers. Reminds me of shit that I watched in season fucking 1. That I'm not that fucking dumb. I do remember that shit because I had to fucking watch hundreds of episodes of it, so I'm not gonna forget it. So why the fuck have you flashed it back again and again and again and again? I'm like, fucking hell. At least Dragon Ball's fillers were like Gohan meets a robot orphans. I don't. They learn to drive.
Yeah, I mean they weren't like great, but I guess they were entertaining at least.
Yeah. At least I'm not getting flashbacks of part 1 shit constantly over and over again. How much fucking Naruto wants to suck Sasuke's cock.
I don't know if they ever got quite
I don't know, man. Yeah, but the gay undertones was just unbelievable.
Well, hey, you know the greatest offender of that though.
What's that?
Hunter x Hunter, man.
That's true.
So much gay stuff in there, and it's glorious, man. They all love each other. They don't want to get deep in each other.
Yeah, but it's Hunter x Hunter, so I'll let it off.
I guess it kind of goes to the territory. Whatever. But yeah, there's some. Well, I guess they kind of resolved it. Kind of, like they didn't ultimately get together. So I guess those theories will just remain theories forever, right?
Yeah, I would have, in a weird way, liked to have seen that happen, just because it would have made sense.
Some people liked it, some people wouldn't have. I don't know, but it's kind of like that fine line between fanboy love and fanboy hate.
Yeah. Yeah, they were going to hate the ending, whatever it was going to be.
Yeah, that's true. They never would have been satisfied. Like, oh god, that's just the way it is. I'm just trying to think where. I feel like I'm just trying to find Anime Rick on here. Do you know? I think I'm friends with him on here, but I don't know where he is in my contacts. That's what I'm trying to find.
If I send Rick the link from this Google Plus thing we're on, yeah.
Well, you can.
Just me and you.
Do that. You can do that, but I just don't want it to get hacked again like it did last time. And there was somebody.
Well, I already sent it to Rick.
Okay. All right. Well.
No one's going to see my Skype message. So.
I don't know. Were you there? I don't think you were there for the last one. Were you, Dad?
I saw it. No, I was watching it back like some fucking prick.
Yeah, I had to delete the end of it because like.
You're playing like music or.
They were playing music and they were like flashing like gay porn,
Oh really?
So yeah, I had to like I had to like cut it off because like I think that might have turned out bad. So yeah, Rick, come on and join us, man. If you got the link.
Yeah. Yeah, he's online. I'll send it to him now.
All right, so Jed sent you the link, man, so you can invite yourself in. Oh man.
Who is online?
Yeah, I mean, a bunch of people said that they were coming in. Z, where you at, man? Hero? Dull?
I'll send Hero the link.
Zoro doing a live stream? I know he might be like a One Piece chapter review or something.
Nah, he's doing Walking Dead later.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Sunday. Wait, no. Sunday. No, he does it on Mondays. That's right.
Yeah, we do it Mondays, yeah. Yeah, he's already told me about it, so.
That's right.
He's not doing it for another, like, 45 minutes.
Well, I'm sure that once that's actually perfect because that'll be when I'm leaving. So I'm sure half the people would be like going to watch that anyway. So it's understandable.
Cool. I'll leave for the day. Yeah. Rip, join.
Oh, that was Yasha. I like that. What's up, man?
Hey, what's up?
Not too much. Was that Inuyasha I just saw for a second there?
Yes.
Probably. I have a question.
Who sent me that? I was hearing that.
So I mean, like,
Hero's at the hospital apparently.
what?
I don't know.
Whoa! Why is he in the hospital?
I don't know. You said I'm in the hospital.
Oh shit. Well, hope you're okay, man.
Yeah.
Damn. No wonder. I was like, Hero would be up on this. You know how he is.
Yeah.
He'd be all like, "Yeah, gotta get in there." We had like calls from the fandom group too that we did a while ago that he said he's having some technical difficulties.
Oh, I've still got a shitload of them on my fucking hard drive. I just need to edit.
Okay.
So I can easily pump out a few.
Did he give some calls to you or what?
Yeah.
Oh, so he gave them to you.
Probably not like recent ones.
Okay.
Probably from a couple of months ago, didn't you? That I've not made anything out of yet.
No problem, man. No problem.
But I've got the. I think you were a part of it. I wasn't a part of it, but the love-hate game. So I split that up into two things. Best anime senseis, which is on the channel at the moment, but it's in private. Yeah, I think they're the only three that I put together.
Yeah, I'm actually behind on the Phantom Group discussion videos. I usually watch them when they come out, but I'm behind.
It's like once a month at the moment.
Well,
we're real fucking lazy.
well,
Nah.
it's a combination of laziness and busyness, honestly.
Yeah, that's true. Laziness and busyness. We'll give it that.
No, I actually haven't been watching anything but Arrow and Flash for like the past week and a half because I finally buckled down and caught up on both shows, which I really, really like.
Was that Flash and what?
Arrow. I actually
yeah.
kind of like Arrow a little bit more than Flash right now.
I just thought when I started watching Arrow, it just wasn't that.
You get better in season 2, right, Rick? That's what I've had.
No, season 2. Yo, season 2 is too much. But not. I mean, season 1 it has like a slow start, but once it gets to the midway point, and like, because I mean, first part of course is establishing everything, and then of course it slowly segues into like what really's going on and whatnot. So season 1's kind of a slow start, but season 2 is like, bam, like everything happens.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, that's something. Yeah, I want to give it another shot for sure, but you know, time.
I stopped watching it when the Chinese guy, or whatever the fuck he is, Korean, it looks like he's going to come back from the island, or you get the flat. I think it was like season episode like 8 or 9 or something, 10 maybe.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's kind of almost like a lost element they implemented there. Flashbacks
Dude,
on
the
the
island
island.
stuff is crazy. Like what he went through on that island and everything, and it keeps like the weird part is like every flashback, every season, it's like it's a new twist to what happened on the island.
So they integrate the island stuff more in future seasons too. That's not just a season one.
Yeah, it's constantly like the island stuff and what he went through in the 5 years is always relevant to the ongoing story in each season.
Okay.
Okay.
I did not know that actually.
No.
That could be better. How is Merlin on that show actually? Now that we're thinking about it.
Merlin's a good. I like Merlin. He's pretty much the main villain in season 1, but oddly enough, I don't think he gets enough time to like in season 1 either.
Because he's like Arrow's primary bad guy for Green Arrow. But
he's very prominent in the current season right now. Like he's like a huge part of the story right now. So I mean, they could actually up to him to a regular on the cast. So why not when you find out something later on?
Z's just shot down our cop shonen series. Yeah.
Well, Z.
Hachimi, or I don't know how you pronounce that, but whatever.
I don't know. Well, I mean, I'm not saying it would necessarily be good. I'm just saying I was hoping for something a little more original, you know?
Yeah.
Did you think there was a cop shonen show out?
Yeah, there's a... Well, fuck it, Cowboys versus Indians in this one.
Wouldn't that kind of be Death Note? Kind of, sort of?
Kind of, sort of, but like a legitimate, like, sort of a junior police force thing. I don't know. Something like that might work.
I'm actually surprised that's never been done, especially like the whole shonen junior teen and I'm surprised that's actually never been done.
I'm sure there's plenty of seinen cop shows. What's up?
Yeah.
Okay. Have fun.
I'm surprised there
like
isn't any
the standard
Japanese businessmen.
medieval shonen. I would credit that to probably Natsu no Taizai, because Natsu no Taizai is like straight up medieval. Like it's like you whole knights and everything, and it's like very rooted in Arthurian legend and whatnot.
Let's not check it out yet.
I don't know if it's just my age or just the tendency of the way the series are handled or the quality, but I just feel like any idea, or 90% of the ideas that you could have for a shonen show, would be just better if they were in a seinen format. And
Probably.
So I don't know. Like, I'd rather see a seinen cop show or a seinen medieval show than a shoujo.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, I don't know.
Because like, I mean, the past like year and a half is when I've actually started like reading seinen myself. Like with Berserk, and then I'm reading. Well, I watched Monster, and I'm reading 20th Century Boys right now.
Good.
Have you watched all of Monster?
Huh?
Have you watched all of Monster?
Yeah, I watched all of Monster.
Yes, we're gonna redo that ending discussion now with Rick.
Dude, I don't know. Tenma, he irritated me with that. It literally was the definition of insanity. You did the same exact thing and expected a different result. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. Like, I get it. Tenma didn't let Johan corrupt him. He stood his morals, but you know this dude is the...
Spoilers, people.
Oh, yeah. If you have not watched Monster, massive spoilers.
massive spoilers conversation coming up.
I'm just like, yeah, the ending, though, but 20th Century Boys, yo, I love it.
Who's finished? We need to do a 20th Century Boys ending as well, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Because we haven't touched on any 20th Century Boys on the fucking group yet. It's shitloads of Monster. No 20th.
Well, 20th
I've recently just gone through it again, and I did the movies.
So good. So good. So
intense. Are the movies good? Like, I know that's kind of.
I'm pretty sure that, I don't know if this is still true now, but at the time they were like Japan's highest grossing like movies ever.
Okay.
I liked them. Yeah, not bad.
Right.
Not as bad as that. Obviously, they had to cram so much into 3 movies, but they adapted it pretty well, I feel.
Well, it's not a super long manga, so I feel like it'd be easier to do that.
Yeah, they had to cut some shit out, but you know, it was good. I liked it.
Pretty standard.
Yeah.
Yes, the Rick Grimes Walter White rap battle. I've seen that. Let's see.
Oh yeah.
Criminal organization seeks to play mysteries, mythological creatures like mer people. Oh, I kind of like that kind of.
Mer people.
Not bad. Not good. Interesting idea, actually.
What's that?
Oh, it just Tetsu Kage actually sent like his summary for his idea for a series. I think it sounds potentially cool. Not bad. I mean, I feel like it's kind of done before, but you know, you'll have that. Apparently, Z was complimenting you on your hair, Rick. Apparently,
I saw that. I don't know. I mean, my hair is. I need to get a haircut, but my hair is.
Yeah, you got a space dandy haircut.
That's a good comparison.
Badass.
Very dandy. Yes, indeed.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, boss. Oh, Frank. Daddy Frank. Anyone watch Filthy Frank? He's fucking awesome.
I've heard a lot and seen a lot of memes from that. But
at first, I don't know what it was going to be like going into it, seeing all the memes, and then I just fucking fell in love with him. He's such a funny bastard.
I'm not familiar with it.
Oh yeah, Dead. Sorry about your channel, man.
Fuck it.
But I think because a lot, like I know a couple people who got their channels taken down when you did, got them back.
Yeah, I know. I've noticed like Trev Chan, another Walking Dead guy. He's got his one back. So you know, it might come back. Fuck it. Who knows?
Yeah.
But I'm in the mindset that I'm starting over again. So you know.
Right.
I'm not bothered. It's been creating fucking bulk videos at the moment. So
I have to want to start over again because like I don't know. I like reviewing. I've been like more enjoying reviewing TV shows and stuff than anime and manga.
Yeah.
So I've been doing more TV shows than I have been anime. Like this seasonal stuff, it's like it just burns you out. Like I don't know how people do it season in and season out. It gets dull.
Yeah. I think like I'm gonna. Well, even though I did it anyway, like on the original channel, but I'm gonna try and merge more video games and more comic book shit into it, so it's not not known as an anime channel, so it's more of like a geeky channel in a sense.
Yeah, that's kind of was my original intention. Like, because I always thought I went in with the original intent to not just do movies or just TV or just I want to do a combination of things because that's what I do. So I never even though I remember Jotun's always told me you need to make separate channels for each of your content. Like I don't really.
Yeah, I've never believed in that theory because you can create multiple as long as you put out the content sort of like in equal sort of like bursts. Like say like 1 month you're gonna do anime, 1 month you can do fucking TV, 1 month you can do video games. You're gonna bring in thousands of people anyway, and those people will wait around for your next content. Right. You just got to be consistent with it. That's how it worked for me because I was doing video games sometimes.
You got to have a consistent balance of the media types.
That's what worked for me.
Yeah, I run into that problem a bit too. But you gotta push other stuff out some way, keep it balanced. That's the big thing, I think.
Yeah, it can be done.
Yeah, I mean I've seen a couple channels do it. So.
Yeah. I don't like limiting myself just to anime and manga anyway.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck it, that'd be really boring. Fuck, I wouldn't be here still if I had to do that shit.
Yeah, and like the people that like I talk to like in the J room and whatnot that just watch anime, manga, or the TV community, I don't know how you do that. I don't know. I love anime and manga as much as the next person, but I have like I just couldn't do watch it day in day out like all the time.
You have other interests. Yeah. I understand.
Yeah.
All right.
I've also thought about incorporating some bit of wrestling in there since I've been a fan for like fucking 25 years. I think I'd be pretty good at that shit.
Like one thing.
I don't know what I'd do with it though. Review it.
Talk about who the next big guy is, man.
Nah, fuck that. Wrestling's terrible nowadays. The way I'd love to do it is watch these Irish guys called OSW, and they go back and not necessarily like commentate over the matches, but they talk about the old school matches from like the 80s, and they work their way up. And that's a really good concept. I think that's something I'd really enjoy doing. But then WWE is so fucking tight on like copyright that it just wouldn't happen. They would they'd strike me down.
Especially with the network now.
Yeah, really definitely with the network. Yeah, maybe a couple of years ago that could have been possible, but fuck, not now.
Oh, and Dad, by the way, you got to do your tag, man.
I know.
I want to see it.
I will do it, but like
somebody better tag Rick. I'm gonna have to tag him. I'm gonna force people to do this.
Well, what's the tag?
It was basically the Anime Heroes tag, like based around your favorite main characters and protagonists, stuff like that.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, I will do it, but I've before my channel got deleted, I made 10 anime videos. And obviously they're gone now because I fucking deleted them off as soon as I uploaded them. So now I've got to go back and remake all 10 videos, and I had 10 fucking parodies that had shitloads of editing in them, and I'm like, oh god. But I've done 6 of the intros, but I've not done any of the videos, so I'm just gonna get around to it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to hear. Please support his channel, guys. Really spread the word on. We gotta get Dead back. Get some of those subscribers again, please. Man, that would seriously really aggravate me if that happened to me. I'll be honest with you. Really would.
Yeah.
That would suck. That would majorly suck.
Yeah, well, nothing I can do about it. Power of YouTube.
That's the power of YouTube.
Yeah, a mere mortal.
A mere uploader and artist, I believe they call it, developer. All right, guys. Well, I think I've got to do some stuff for the podcast. By the way, so subscribe to Film Fanatics if you haven't already. And I'm just going to probably wind this down. If you send any other questions, I'll try to comment as we can. Thank you, Ded and Rick, for going up here. Appreciate it. I'll try to do more of these. I'd like to get more of the fandom group in here next time. So we'll probably try to do it at some point in the next couple weeks. Yeah. All right, guys. I'm gonna wind up on that, and thanks, guys, again for coming.
All right.